Hi students! Today we will review vocabulary. So let's begin. Vocabulary review. I'm going to read the definition and you choose the right answer. A, B, or C. The extra money you pay the bank for lending you money. It's usually a percentage. Extra money the bank charges you for lending you money. Is it A, loan, B, interest, or C, cash? Did you choose B, interest? Yes, interest is the money that the bank charges you for lending you money. If you purchase a car and you need to take out a loan, the bank may give you the loan and then say you need to pay 3% interest on that total loan. Money you borrow. What is money you borrow? Is it A, balance, B, afford, or C, loan? Did you guess C, loan? If you did, you're right. Money you borrow is a loan. To buy something now and pay for it later. What means to buy something now and pay for it later? A, pay off, B, lend, or C, to buy on credit? Did you choose C, to buy on credit? You're right. The answer is to buy on credit. That means you buy now, you pay later. What is the amount of money in your bank account? The amount of money in a bank account. Is it A, interest, B, debt, or C, balance? The right answer is C, balance. The balance is the amount of money in your bank account. Who gives money to someone? Who gives money to someone? Is it A, a lender, or B, a borrower? The answer is A, a lender. Remember, a lender lends to, a borrower borrows from. Borrowing money from a lender, usually a bank, in order to make a purchase. What is borrowing money from a lender, usually a bank, in order to make a purchase? It's the same thing as buying something on credit. You borrow money and then you pay it back. Is the answer A, balance, B, financing, or C, debt? The answer is B, financing. Remember, when you finance something, you borrow money from the bank so you can make a large purchase. We usually use the word financing when we're talking about buying a home or buying a car or making another large purchase. Which word means to have enough money? A, can't afford, B, afford, or C, debt? If you have enough money for something, is it A, can't afford, B, afford, or C, debt? The answer is B, afford. To afford means that you have enough money to make your purchase. How did you do on the vocabulary review? Did you know a lot of the answers? I'm sure you did great. Now we're going to practice these words some more. We're going to do a listening activity. It's the listening activity from the book. You're going to need to get out your notebooks. You're going to need to get out your notebooks so you can write down a few things. Here we have a picture of Ken and his wife Julie. They want to buy a new car. They have gone to the car dealer to try to find a new car, but they have different ideas about which car to buy. I want you to listen to the recording on the next slide. Listen carefully. You'll see there is a chart, a blue chart. You need to listen and write in the number that goes with the question. For example, they will talk about the cost of a new car. That one is done for you. Number 1, the cost of the new car is $27,500. You need to listen carefully and try to answer numbers 2 through 6. For example, what is the interest rate? If you hear that, write it down for number 4. You do not need to write the entire chart in your notebook. Just write the answers so that when we review the right answers, you have those written down. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Unit 7, Shopping. Page 85, exercises 2A and 2B.
Julie, look at this car. Automatic transmission, air conditioning, leather seats, sunroof, power windows. It's got everything. And it's only $27,500.
Ken, are you crazy? With tax and fees, that's about $30,000. We can't afford $30,000 for a car. Where are we going to get the money? The balance in our savings account is less than $8,000.
No problem. Look here. It says special financing available. Only 4% interest with 60 months to pay off the loan.
60 months to pay? That's 5 years. We're going to pay for that car every month for 5 years. Ken, you know I'm afraid of getting into debt. We have bills to pay every month, and we need to save money for college for the kids.
Well, Julie, tell me, do we need a car or don't we need a car? Our old one always needs repair, and it's...
Okay. We do need a car, but we don't need a new car. We could look for a used car. Let's go across the street and look. I'm sure we can find a good used car for $10,000 or even less than that.
Yeah, but Julie, look at this car. It's a beauty. We should get it. We can buy the car on credit. Everybody does it.
No, not everybody. My father always paid cash for everything. He didn't even have a credit card.
Well, your father never had any fun.
Oh.
And I'm not your father.
Wow, Julie and Ken really disagree about buying a new car. If you want to listen to the audio again, please just go back and rewind the video. You can listen to it as many times as you like. Now I'm going to go over the answers. They tell you in the first one, number 1, the cost of the new car that Ken wants to buy is $27,500. That's a lot of money. Ken really likes this car because it has all the bells and whistles. In English, bells and whistles means really fancy, extra stuff. He says it has a sunroof, automatic transmission, and leather seats. He really likes this car. Julie is not so excited about the car. She thinks the car cost too much money. She says, number 2, the cost of the car with taxes and fees is about $30,000. Did you write down $30,000? If you did, then you got it right. The cost of a car with taxes and fees is $30,000. Number 3, Julie is worried that they don't have enough money in their savings account to buy the car. She says that they have less than $8,000 in their savings account. So for number 3, you should write down less than $8,000. What was the interest rate for financing the car? To finance the car, the interest was an additional 4% of the total price of the car. So for number 4, interest rate, 4%. How many months does Ken say they will have to pay off the car? It will take them 60 months to pay off the car if they choose to finance Ken's car. Julie says, that's crazy. That is too many months. Julie recommends buying a used car. What does she think the cost of a used car will be? She says the cost of a used car will be $10,000 or less. Why does Julie feel it is important to save money and buy a used car instead of a car with all the bells and whistles? She says to Ken, we need to save money to pay for college, and we have bills to pay every month. Julie wants to buy a used car. Wow, Julie and Ken are having a lot of disagreements about which car to buy. They can agree that they do need to buy a new car. Now we are going to practice writing some of our new vocabulary words. I'm going to show you a paragraph, and you need to fill in the missing words from the paragraph. You do not need to write the entire paragraph. You can just write the answers in your notebook. If you want to write the entire paragraph, that's fine too. You might want to pause the video when I show you the paragraph so you have enough time to read through the paragraph before we go over the answers. Now that we know all the missing words, let's read the story together. Ken and his wife Julie are looking at cars. Ken wants to buy a new car that costs over $27,000. Julie thinks that they can't afford to spend that much money. The balance in their savings account is less than $8,000. She's afraid of getting into debt. But Ken says they can get financing to help pay for the new car. The interest rate is low, and they can take 5 years to pay off the loan. Ken isn't worried about buying things on credit. Julie disagrees. She suggests that they could buy a used car. She says her father never had a credit card. He always paid cash for everything. Now it's your turn to practice at home. Get out your workbooks and turn to page 78. Complete pages 78 and 79, and we'll do more in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.